Hey and welcome to the Daily Arsenal News Show. Let's begin with our daily news. BBC pundit lauds Bukayo Saka after his 2 penalties for Arsenal. Garth Crooks has told BBC Sport that Bukayo Saka deserves a huge credit for showing that he has the courage to go along with his immense talent after scoring 2 penalties across the last 2 games for Arsenal. Saka, of course, went into this season having been one of the players who missed a penalty in the Euro 2020 final. Rightly, there was a lot of sympathy for the Arsenal star. Saka has shown that he is an unbelievable prospect, and he is one of the most popular players in the Premier League, with so many neutrals open about the fact that they love watching the 20-year-old for the Gunners. He's now into double figures for the Premier League goals after scoring penalties against both Chelsea and Manchester United. On both occasions, the goal looked to be crucial. His strike against Chelsea sealed the points for Mikel Arteta's side, and his effort on Saturday, which he won, put Arsenal 2-0 up in game they ultimately won 3-1. And the Crooks suggested that Saka deserves enormous credit for the way that he stepped up with the 2 Arsenal penalties. Crooks said, "Missing penalties is an awful experience for any professional footballer, and only those with the meanest intelligence could have anything other than complete and total sympathy for the taker." Saka not only has immense talent but courage to go with it, returning to take penalties for your club, having missed them so publicly for your country, takes guts. His penalty against Chelsea in midweek, followed by the one that sent David De Gea to the wrong way against Manchester United, were quite brilliant under the circumstances. With players such as Saka in the ranks, Arsenal have every chance of going on and achieving their goal. He's brave in many ways out on the pitch, and he will not shy away from what is to come in the weeks ahead. Arsenal not considering first team role for impressive loanee William Saliba. William Saliba has enjoyed a great season of football with Marseille in League 1, but Arsenal are still not believed to be ready to offer him a first team role for next season. The 21-year-old joined the club from Saint-Etienne in the summer of 2019, but is yet to make his competitive debut for the Gunners as he enjoys his 3rd loan spell away from the club. He remains highly rated in a number of circles, with him even promoted to the France international squad, taking on both South Africa and the Ivory Coast last month. Saliba is set to return to North London at the end of his loan spell this summer, but is unlikely to be happy should his playing time be limited upon his return, and the Football Insider claimed that there is no plan to promote him ahead of either Ben White or Gabriel Jesus. The report also adds that we are open to a sale for the right price this summer, with his current temporary home Marseille believed to be keen on his extended stay beyond his loan spell. With a potential return to Champions League football next season, Saliba could well be viewed as one to pick up his fair share of minutes with the added need to rotate the squad with the extra top-level fixtures to juggle, and it could well prove to be that his stay at the Emirates next season could well depend on us achieving that top 4 spot. Ian Wright heaps praise on Arsenal man Mohamed Elneny. Ian Wright has heaped praise on Mohamed Elneny following his return to form in Arsenal's last 2 matches. They have overlooked the midfielder for much of this campaign, and he initially had to play in only the cup matches. Since Arsenal got eliminated from the domestic cups, he has been struggling to play as often as he would have liked. However, the injury to Thomas Partey gave him a chance to play, and he seems to have grabbed the opportunity with both hands. He was a surprising starter in Arsenal's 4-2 win against Chelsea and impressed, which earned him a role in the team that beat Manchester United 3-1. Considering how little he played before the last 2 games, he did very well against United, and that impressed Arsenal legend Wright. The ex-striker expressed his delight via Mirror Football. Xhaka was magnificent. Odegaard did his stuff again, but Elneny, for someone they last played before Chelsea was in December, he came in, dependable, professional. He never lets the team down. He had the most passes and the most interceptions. He just gets himself in the right position. He's the kind of player he wants to pass forward. He's somebody who kept the ball going and kept Arsenal going. He's the kind of player, and he may leave. You come in when you haven't played for so long, and he's been magnificent. We need Elneny to remain in this type of form between now and the rest of the season, even if he eventually leaves the club in the summer. The Egyptian has been of great service to us since he moved to the Emirates, and he would leave on a high note if he keeps doing well and we make the top 4. Arsenal targeted German winger who could be available for just £12.5 million. Arsenal are interested in a German winger, Jan Thielmann, who could be available for just £12.5 million in the summer. Thielmann has made 63 league appearances for Colin, despite being only 19 years old, and has become a regular in the side this season. According to Tag24 via The Sun, Thielmann could be available for just £12.5 million, and Arsenal are understood to have made inquiries for the winger. Despite not contributing too much in terms of goal and assist, Mikel Arteta has been impressed by his performances. Due to financial struggles brought on by the coronavirus pandemic, Colin will find it difficult to keep hold of one of their prized assets. Thielmann has operated on both wings this season and has even played down the middle. His versatility could be attractive to Arteta, who often opts for young talent in his squad. The likes of Martin Odegaard, Bukayo Saka and Aaron Ramsdale have been some of Arsenal's key players this season, and all three are 23 years old or younger. Arsenal have reportedly used former player Lukas Podolski as their route into signing the young star, with him having played for both clubs. Arsenal to renew their interest in Tammy Abraham. Arsenal's search for a new striker goes on, and they are preparing for an assault on several fronts to conclude that search in this summer. Mikel Arteta's side need goals, and their current forwards have failed to provide enough of that. Several strikers have been linked with a move to the Emirates, and it could be a return to England for Tammy Abraham. The former Chelsea man has been at Roma in this campaign after joining the Italians last summer. Under Jose Mourinho, he has been doing well and he scored 24 goals in all competitions for them. Daily Star Sports claims he has become Arsenal's main transfer target, and the Gunners will push to sign him at the end of this season. Roma will want to keep their key man so they can build a team capable of challenging for titles, but every player has a price. The report claims the Gunners will offer the Italians £50 million if they clinch a return to the Champions League at the end of this season. Abraham is a decent striker, and he's proving in Italy that he can adapt to different systems. The former Chelsea man could be the goal machine we have been looking for. If we bring him back and add other attackers to the group, we could do better than challenging for the top 4 next season. Arsenal tipped for reunion with Serge Gnabry. Serge Gnabry looks increasingly likely to leave Bayern Munich this summer, and Arsenal are being tipped as his next destination. The Germany international left the Gunners back in 2016 due to a lack in playing time under Arsene Wenger and became a big hit in the Bundesliga. After just one season with Werder Bremen, he was then signed by Bayern, and his upward trajectory continued as he quickly established himself as a first-team regular for both club and country. Despite earning plaudits for his performances, he is claimed to be unhappy with his current role and is keen to become the central striker elsewhere, with Robert Lewandowski having proved impossible to budge as he hits amazingly consistent numbers, and Gnabry has so far refused to sign a new contract. Our former academy graduate is now expected to be the subject of offers this summer as he enters into the final 12 months of his current playing deal, and with Arsenal in need of a new striker, with both Edin Ketia and Alexandre Lacazette expected to leave the club this summer, it seems like it could be the perfect timing for all involved. Gnabry has more goals than any of our current crop of players from this season, albeit for the star-studded Bayern side, and if he could translate that into a central role for us, that would be just what we need. I struggle to believe that we would be alone in chasing him when the transfer window comes around, but his recent claim that he loves the club could mean that we have a nearly lead in the race for his signature. Arsenal want to make Gabriel Jesus their poster boy signing this summer. Arsenal are looking to press ahead with their bid to sign Manchester City star Gabriel Jesus, according to a report from The Telegraph. Reports over the weekend had suggested that Jesus was now Arsenal's main target as they seek out a new number 9 to lead them next season. The City star scored 4 goals at the weekend against Watford, showing just why there is interest from elsewhere. And The Telegraph has backed up those weekend reports by suggesting Arsenal would make Jesus their poster boy if he chooses a move to North London. It says Edu and Arsenal are watching his situation with City very closely, and they are ready to make their move when the times is right. Jesus was a £27 million signing for City back in 2016. Initially, he was seen as the ideal long-term replacement for Sergio Aguero. However, he has never quite kicked onto Aguero's level and has been played in wide areas for much of this season. Pep Guardiola sang his praises at the weekend, though the Spaniard admitted he didn't know what would happen with regards to the Brazilian's future. While we all know the talent and potential goals Jesus would bring to the cause for Arsenal, he also brings something they haven't got a lot of, and that is a winning mentality from a club used to mopping up trophies. For Arsenal to move to the next level, they need those sorts of players. They are hard to find, but Jesus had that experience in abundance, and it would help the young Gunners massively. Among all the strikers mentioned for Arsenal in recent months, this one seems to have gathered the most momentum. Gabriel Jesus fits in well with Arsenal, and if he can do what he did this weekend, then he will be a roaring success. I will be uploading daily Arsenal news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.